On the northernmost tip of Brooklyn near Newton Creek, the bustle of Greenpoint's recently exploding bar scene and the hum of activity in its commercial district are largely absent. Here, north of Eagle Street, apartment buildings and townhouses are only intermittently peppered with Polish delis and the occasional liquor store or cafe. These quiet residential blocks give way rapidly to heavy industrial zones. On warm nights, teenagers chatter in a combination of Polish and English while Hispanic families set up card tables on the street to play dominoes.
This neighborhood has been the subject of much debate among the Greenpoint community as an organization named Help USA, run by gubernatorial candidate Andrew Cuomo's sister Matilda, has proposed to turn an industrial loft space on Clay Street under the Pulaski Bridge into a 200-bed single men's assessment shelter.
Christina owns a yoga studio on Manhattan Avenue and has lived in Greenpoint for 4 years.
Help USA is supposed to be a model for all of these other states' welfare programs. It's supposed to be really, really effective. But, the Cuomos are very powerful, well-respected, well-liked people, so, that's a factor.
Heather has lived in Greenpoint for 11 years. For the last 4, she's run New York Shitty, a prominent blog that follows local politics. Heather doesn't think the facility will properly address what she calls a unique homeless problem in Greenpoint.
In actuality, or I guess you could say even technically, they're not homeless. They're largely Polish, chronic alcoholics. A lot of them do have family in the neighborhood, but due to the drinking, they just can't deal.
In reference to Help USA, she says,
how can it help us if we don't have a dialogue and perhaps a partnership, or if they partner with the community?
Heather has been circulating a petition against the shelter in English, Polish, and Spanish.
Tom, an employee of the Transit Authority, has a shop right next to the proposed site. He shares some of Heather's concern.
Who knows what they're going to do? They're drinking and throw property. I hope not, but I talked to a lot of people. You're going to like it.
For residents, this issue is made more complicated by the infamous Greenpoint Hotel, a mere block away from the site. A single-room occupancy facility, the hotel is largely home to the recently homeless and in the last few years has expanded to include a private drug treatment facility, according to some sources.
If that can hold another 100 people and you have 150 people there, that's 250 single men, most of them with drug problems. So you're going to add 200 more single men, where I'm sure a good percentage of those people have drug problems, and 1.5 blocks away from each other. The demographic of North Greenpoint is going to become 30% single men in temporary housing with drug problems? It's not going to benefit anybody. It's not going to benefit these people. It's not going to benefit those people. They're probably going to and it's not going to benefit the rest of the community. So who are you serving then? There's that thing that you find, it's like rich people that want to pat themselves on the back because they're helping poor people, but they don't actually think about it. You just want to sit there and be like, look what we did, it's so great. But it needs to be holistic, and you need to think about everything that goes into the puzzle.